So, duelists, you want to build a penguin deck? Well, Hellgear can help you out with a guide about that. Looking to build a penguin deck and you don't have a lot of money? That's great, because I can give you the budget options. Looking for a penguin deck that has support even with Burst of Destiny? Sure, I got you covered. So, with this episode, we're going to talk about a nice little bit of our penguins and what they'll run you. So be sure to like, sub, and bell for more of the good content. And stay tuned for the penguin deck profile. Sneak preview is next weekend. So before we get into card counting and price gouging, let's take a look at some of the cards that you're going to be getting in Burst of Destiny. And luckily for you, all of them are common. And we're going to start with this right here, the Royal Penguin Garden. When this card resolves, you can add a penguin card from your deck to your hand except another garden. You can reduce the level of one penguin monster in your hand or face-up field by 1 for the turn, then discard a card. One of these effects can be activated per turn. This is a pretty looking card. It's just going to be a common. Next up is our Penguin Ninja, a level 3 monster. Penguins are aqua monsters primarily. And this one is a flip effect with 1400 attack and 700 in the back. As a flip effect, you can target up to 2 spell or traps your opponent controls and return them to the hand. You can target a penguin monster you control and change it to face down defense position, which of course, that effect is only once per turn. So, giving you a nice little way to disrupt your opponent's back row, like how the penguin soldier disrupts your opponent's monsters. Next up is, Jesus, went a little too high here. Here we have our newest card. This one is called Penguin Squire. This is one of the 2 level 5 penguins you could put into your penguin deck with 1800 attack and 600 in the back. It's also one of the deck's tuners. Cannot be used as synchro material except for the synchro summon of a water monster, which is no big deal. You can only use each of the following effects of the Squire once per turn. If a monster becomes set on your field, you can special summon this card from your hand, then decrease its level by 1 or 2. You can target a face-down defense position monster you control, change it to face-up defense positions, but its effects are negated unless it's a penguin. And this is really good for the aforementioned ninja and for penguin soldier, because they'll get their effects off. And finally, we have the Penguin Cleric. Remember, all of these cards are going to be common in Burst of Destiny, which is good on the wallet. A level 3 aqua monster with 600 attack and 1700 in the back. If penguin monsters are sent to your monster zone to the graveyard by an opponent's card, even during the damage step, target one of them. Discard the Cleric, and if you do, special summon that monster in face down defense position. This is a good way to recycle your ninja or even your penguin soldier. This effect is a once per turn. Also once per turn, target a penguin monster you control. Give it a 600 attack point boost for the turn, and you can also gain 600 life. Now, with those 4 cards in mind, let's get into card prices. And we're going to start with the big updates. As many of you know, the tournament OTS came up, and Penguin Brave, the synchro monster, was reprinted as a super rare. Now this is the common version of the card, and the common version goes for pennies on the dollar. However, I'm going to pull up the Penguin Soldier here on TCG Player using my wonderful tablet here. So, again, this common version you can get for 20 cents, or you can roll the super rare version from the OTS pack. Let's take a look at some prices, shall we? Alright, so sales history is about $1.75, $1.75 down the board. Alrighty. There goes one of our new penguins. We'll talk about that one next. So, as you can see, $1.75, $1.75. 5, maybe $2 at the most. Next person on our map, as you can see here, is the other tuner in our deck, Glacial Beast Polar Penguin. This guy is actually the level 3 tuner. Unlike the Squire, which I'm so used to calling it the Champ because that's what it was called in Japan. Unlike the Squire, which is level 5. So, we look at the prices. We're going here through 45. So about a quarter to 50 cents we're looking at, huh? We won't be using Penguin Torpedo, so don't worry about that. Let's see, 50 cents, 50 cents, 50 cents. You're looking at 50 cents. All right. Next up is our Golden Savior, No Penguin. Yes, this guy. You're going to want at least one of these in your Penguin deck. He's a really nice card to have. Looks like average sales are about $1, $1.50. Not too shabby for the Golden Savior, No Penguin. How about that, folks? That's really, really good. Next on our list is the Great Emperor Penguin. This card was actually rather pricey in the beginning, but in the tournament OTS pack, it was updated to super rare. So, let's get in on that wonderful action. That's the common version. I want to pull up the super rare. But just to give you a nice little variation of it, the common version of this card is going for $2. Okay. So we got $2.25, $2.50 for the common version of this card. Now, again, the OTS tournament pack that came out released a super rare version of the card. And the super rare version of the card, as you can see on here, we're looking at about $2 for sales. So, $2. So, for a little less money, you can get the more maxed rarity of the card. Here. Next up is Penguin Soldier. Our Penguin Soldier was also upgraded in the OTS store. So, when you do get your Penguin Soldier, it's not going to be this common copy that you see right here. Right here. Or at least I didn't think it was common. Let's see. People are averaging about $1 per sale on this thing. Oh, that's it? Those are the only 2 sales? Only 2 people who bought them. So, 75 cents, $1? Well, there you go. So you got 70 cents, 70 cents, 75 cents. Somebody going for 50 cents. Okay, so about 50 cents, $1 for this. Remember, this is the one that bounces 2 cards. 2 monsters. Whereas Penguin Ninja bounces 2 spells. Well, up to 2 monsters, whereas the wonderful Penguin Ninja bounces up to 2 spells. Alrighty, next up on our list of Penguin monsters is a good friend of mine and the man himself, Mr. Supreme Crump, the Nightmare Penguin. There are many different variations of Nightmare Penguin that you can acquire. Here. And I'm going to show you right here, we've got all of these other versions. So we've got common versions from Rise of Destiny. We have these short prints, the dual terminal one. And we even had some in some structure decks. But as you can see, we'll take the Dark Revelation 3 one. Many of these, except for the dual terminal, which is like, ooh, $4.50, it's pretty cheap. You can get one for about $1. You're going to need 2 copies of this card. So let's take a look at the DR3 version. Real nice. As a common. See, there goes Penguin Soldier again. The flashier version of this card. Look at that. Got $1, $1.50, $1.75, $2 for that. That and the most recent sales, we have 85 cents to $1.15. So, not too bad. You're going to need 2 Nightmare Penguins. 2 Nightmare Penguins. That pretty much wraps up the monsters, except for one particular one. Now, I personally have our good friend Flying Penguin, but not everybody is going to have the Flying Penguin. So I want to pull up Bolt Penguin for you guys. Nice. If you want to play a vanilla for your unexpected die targets. Now, Bolt Penguin is a thunder monster, unlike the rest of the penguins who are aqua monsters. And as you can see, you got chump change sales here. So, average pricing guide for it, looking at about $1/4 for some of these prices. And that's not too bad. Now let's get into some spells for you guys to roll with. Alrighty, and we're going to start with our good friend Unexpected Die. This is an optional spell if you guys want to actually run a vanilla monster. So, Unexpected Die. Let's go into this. This is the gold rare copy we're looking at right here. This also came out as a rare in King's Court for about 17 cents. This is pretty decent. The maximum gold is about 50 cents. And you can spend about $6 for the super rare from Cross Souls. But other than that, like I said, if you're working on a budget, you'll probably get the quick little nickel price King's Court rares. So you've got some options going into Unexpected Die. If you want to roll the Flying Penguin, or if you can find it, or the Bolt Penguin. Now, if you're a budget player, Moray of Greed is going to be your draw card. So, we'll look up Moray of Greed. I do this live for you guys so you don't have to worry about the gimmicks. So here on TCG Player, we've got a good listing of prices from about 75 cents upward. Let's take a look at the super rare. Yeah, see the speed duel versions for $1. The super rare is from the first Astral pack, in case you guys want to have a little bit of something shiny. Let's take a look at some of these prices here. Super rares, man. So about sales history is about $4 to $6, give or take. How are the listings here? $4. Now we want some near mint stuff. $5.33. Okay, let's go. Let's get some of those good goods here. So about $4.75 to $4.50 to $6 you're looking at for your copies of super rare version of Moray of Greed. Now, if you've got the money to swing it, go right ahead and use pot. And yeah. Next up on our list is the spell card Surface. This will get you your penguins back from the graveyard in defense position. There are two variations of Surface as well. Alrighty, so we have a couple of super rare versions here. There. Going live into this, we've got the Generation 4 super rare, and then we have a Trials of the Kingdom Speed Duel super rare version. So let's take a look at this. Wonderful card right here. 250, huh? Okay. So we got 250, 250, 250. Man, that guy's selling one for $2. And these are the near mint things right here. So about $2, $2.50 before tax. And that's a really decent get for your penguin spells. Alrighty. Now, penguin trap cards are a little bit of a different style. Penguin is a control deck after all. So, one of the ones that is being used is the trap card Junk Sleep. This lets you flip face up monsters face down and face down monsters face up, working those beautiful penguin soldiers and ninja effects. So, let's get a price look at Junk Sleep really fast. Let me just pull this up right here. So, Junk Sleep prices, folks. We've got two variations of this card, both common, and both of them for about a dime a copy. So, you're looking really good right there. Now, this next trap card is one that I personally play in my deck. And it's a trap known as Burst Rebirth. This guy, you pay 2,000 life, you special summon a monster in your graveyard face down. This can work really well with your penguins that have flip effects. So, Burst Rebirth from Shadow Specters. This is a regular rare, and oh my goodness, look at these affordable prices. 20 cents. 20 cents. In the event you want to use one of these babies. Very cheap prices for the main deck, but you want extra deck action. Now, remember I said that you wanted 2 Nightmare Penguins? Well, the reason for that is our wonderful friend Bahamut Shark. And as you guys know, Bahamut Shark goes into Toad. So, let's get a price check on Mr. Bahamut Shark, shall we? There are a lot of various copies of Bahamut Shark. Alright, yep, that guy. This is where some of your money's going to eat into you here. So, we got the OTS pack at about $4. We have the gold rare around $6. And then, of course, the secret rare, which you're not going to be affording here. So, let's take a look at the premium gold rare. This is about $6. You don't want to go for that $20 secret rare here. Here, $4 sale, so about $5 1/4. $5 1/4. $4.50. That guy's got a $4.50 plus $1, so about $5. Let me go back and get the OTS 13 version of this card. This one, $5 price tag. So this is where you're going to be hitting. Oh, there goes the maximum gold listing for Totally Awesome. So we'll hit on that momentarily. So we got $4 to $5 effectively. Now, the Toad. This is just my gold rare version of this. Toad prices have been going up a lot as well. So the maximum gold Toad is, okay. Let's get into this wonderful thing. So our Toad prices, we're going 5 1/4, $6 for the recent sales. Our current listings, we have $6, $6, $6, but that's just for the maximum gold version of this card. There are other versions of this card as well. It has 2 other secret rare versions. One is like $11 and the other is $13 to $15. So get you the old $5, $6 more affordable version while you can. Bomb, Shark, and Totally Awesome are good in a couple of engines. So keep this in mind for while you want to swing your deck. Now the last extra deck monster, actually, I've got a couple more that you might want to swing. First and foremost, Marin-Cess Coral Anemone. This is a really good extender. Gets you back one of your wonderful, wonderful penguin monsters from the deck. So we have a couple versions of this card. Alright, the ultra rare version from the tins is this one. This one, as the secret rare version, pretty pricey. So, ultra rare version sales history, we're looking at about $5. Got some $3 sales here. So let's see how this is working on the market. Oh, well, look at that. We've got some $3 sales, $3 to $5. That's actually really good. Really good prices on Coral Anemone. Anemone there. Alrighty. Next up, a new recent addition to my penguin deck for the negates, Adamantipator Dragite. This got reprinted in the tin. So if you don't want to get the Secret Slayers version, we'll go for that too. Adamantipator Risen Dragite. We got 2 listings here. So the secret rare is going to run you about $3. And then the one from the tin, 50 cents. Not bad. So that's some value right there for getting a little bit of a negate, since all of your monsters are going to be water. There. And finally, to those who want to swing it and keep the graveyard in check, we've got Abyss Dweller. Abyss Dweller is one of our Dual Devastator favorites. It's another one of those rank 4s that you can get off of your 2 Nightmare Penguins. Let's take a look at that really fast. We got a couple of variations of Abyss Dweller. The Dual Devastator is about $1. Secret Force is super rare for $1.25. Now the ultimate rare is kind of out of your price range, of course. Alright. And if you want to get a gold rare, you're looking at about $2. Actually, let's tap on the gold rare, load that up, and see recent sales. So we have about $2, $1.50. Well, there you go. Let's look at the listings. So we've got $1.60, $2, $2. So about $2 for the gold version of our good friend Abyss Dweller, and the Dual Devastator version for about $1. And there you go. Price guides live, folks. So to all of you who want to enjoy you're dueling with the watery control deck known as Penguin, this is your handy price guide. Good luck to you. And be sure to hit up the sneak preview on Halloween weekend to get more of our sweet penguin friends. Like, sub, and bell if you found this interesting. And of course, if you have any other monsters that you might want to add to the penguin deck that I did not show, tell me in the comment section below. But for now, I take my cards to the box because I'm done. Bye-bye, everybody.